Hello, team.
In this video, we're going to talk about how to win the money game. To win, you need a game plan. So we're going to walk through how you can create a game plan for your own financial success. Run us through the list, honey.
Here we go. First, you need to accept that money is a game. Second, you've got to know what you are playing for, your reason why, the passion that will push you to win. Third, you've got to know the object of the game and how to win the money game. Fourth, know the 10 rules of the money game. Fifth, create a game plan designed around you, your strengths and weaknesses, to give you the best chances at winning. Sixth, you've got to believe that you can do it, that you can win the money game. And seven, you've got to get out there and play your game. You've got to be in it to win it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's unpack these 7 points that Tara just outlined, all right? Number one, accept that money is a game. Now, you're either playing the game or you're getting played, and nobody wants that, right? So the next thing is understand that the money game is actually not an individual sport. This is a team sport, and you play better with a coach, but it also means that you need offense, defense, and special teams. So let me show you what I mean by that. All right, here we go. Teamwork, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work. So here's what we need. The team, your team, has got to have offense. Offense is the aggressive goal scoring, situation, right? You need to be focused on offense, which is cash flow. Your job is generating cash flow and buying assets that are going to produce cash flow. Offense is all about cash flow, baby, okay? Next, defense. Defense is protecting your cash flow. It's about risk management and debt elimination and financial planning and legal. Those are the things that go into defense. And defense, remember, wins championships. You can't be all offense and not have any defense. That's a disaster, okay? So we need offense, we need defense, and we need special teams. And I like this. I call special teams your A team because here's the A's. You got to have agents, advisors, accountants, and attorneys. All right?
Good.
Yeah, it is. So back to you and I. Here we go. In the money game, you are the MVP, and your performance is essential to your success. I want to encourage you, expect more from yourself. You can be more, do more, and have more. In this game, you are your only competition. That's critical. Your competition is you yesterday. And the whole point is for you to get a little bit better every day and keep improving, keep getting better every day. That's critical. You're not competing against another team or not against somebody else, against your neighbor, a coworker, whatever. No, you're competing against you, and you got to get better every day. Now, the more you learn, the more you practice, the more you play the money game, the better you're going to get at it.
Yes, you got to know what you are playing for. So think about your reasons why. Your why is the passion that will push you to win. What does financial success mean to you? What does it look and feel like? To visualize it, to spend time on it. What do you really want? Your goals to focus on your game. Don't follow traditional retirement at age 65.
You do you.
Yeah.
Right?
Know what you want, what we want. That's right.
That's it. What's the ideal situation for you? Visualize that. You've got to know what your why is so that you can overcome any obstacles.
That's right.
All right. So third, you've got to know the object of the game and how to win the money game. So the object of the game, to be clear, the object of the game is growing your cash flow. It's all about cash flow, okay? The amount of money that gets deposited into your account every month. And to win the game, ultimately, it's when you achieve financial independence. So let's take a look at this really quick. There's 3 types of cash flow in the money game. Active income, which is the traditional, you have a job, you work for an employer, and you get a paycheck, right? You trade your time, labor, and expertise for a paycheck. That's what most people are doing. Active income. but it requires you to actively work to get paid. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. But you don't want that to be your only source of income. Okay. The next source of income is portfolio income. This is where your investments are working for you and paying you in interest, dividends, or capital gains. This is good. And so what you want to do is make sure that you are saving as much of your active income as possible so that you can begin to invest it in portfolio income or recurring income. That's the third type of income. Recurring income are incomes generated from your businesses, from intellectual property, from physical assets that produce income. Think like car wash or a laundromat or a vending machine. Like those physical assets generate recurring income, right? But this would also be sales from your sales team, from other businesses, from royalty income or rental income. This is where your investment in real estate, your real estate businesses are recurring income. But it also could be natural property or resource rights. There's lots of opportunities here for recurring income, and that's the best kind because it requires the least amount of ongoing effort, okay? But you got 3 types of cash flow: active income, portfolio income, and recurring income. All right, so to win the money game, to get financial independence, you want to get to the point where your monthly cash flow from recurring and portfolio income streams exceeds the monthly expenditures to live your dream lifestyle. Okay. This is critical, right? You don't want to be in active income mode forever because you never get ahead. Like you're always having to work to generate the money. Financial independence is that place in time when your portfolio or your recurring revenue exceeds the bills that you're going to have to live your ideal lifestyle. And that's where we want to get you to. So your financial independence number, that's unique to you. That's up to you. What's your ideal lifestyle look like? Do you need $10,000 a month or do you need $100,000 a month? Like that's your deal, but you got to get to that number, know what your number is, and then figure out what income sources you're going to use and how you're going to use them to get there. Okay. I want to skip and let's jump right into number 4.
Before the rules of the money game, the best investment you can ever make are the ones to improve yourself.
So true.
Mindset, skill set, and tool set. The money game is rigged in favor of the financial institutions, the media, and financial celebrities. They are your opposition. Learn how to use them to your advantage. Financial lemmings don't survive. Mom said, if everyone is jumping off a cliff, are you going to jump too? No. 96% of people at age 65 are not financially independent. Don't be like everyone else. Be different.
You've got to be different, right? Most people never get financially independent. So you can't do what most people are doing. We got to approach this differently. That's a great point.
Number 4, pay yourself first. So important. Make financial independence your first priority with saving your cash flow. And number 5, spend your savings. Cash flow to acquire assets, not liabilities.
That's right.
Assets, pay money in your pocket, appreciate in value. Liabilities, take money out of your pocket. And number 6, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Your savings rate matters. Are you creating wealth or consuming wealth? Taking steps to minimize your taxes now and in the future. Number 7, use debt wisely. It is financial leverage to purchase income producing assets, not for consumption, lifestyle, and luxury.
Right.
Number 8, the credit score matters a lot. Never lose money. Don't interrupt the compounding of returns over a long period of time.
That's Warren Buffett's famous rule, right? Never lose money. I love it.
Number 10, don't trust average rates of return on your investments. The averages will trick you.
Yeah, and that's like a whole nother video talking about average rates of returns, because I can show you 25% a year average rate of return where you actually earn 0. We got to be really careful about that. Okay, now let's talk about creating a game plan designed around you, right? This is personal. We want to take your strengths and weaknesses, your assets and liabilities, your social capital, every kind of capital that you've got, and figure out the best way for you to win. So we'll look at this right here. A common money game plan. Now, there's a lot that goes into this, and we could spend a lot more time trying to unpack it. But the point is that most people are familiar with this idea of saving a little bit of money every month over a long period of time to accumulate. It's an accumulation model. You're accumulating assets from, when you start working, when you're 25 or whatever, all the way up until retirement age, maybe 65. That's pretty standard. And you get the compounding effect of money to grow that asset base and create your nest egg. Okay.
Ta-da!
Voila, the nest egg for retirement. Now, the nest egg, this nest egg, okay, here's the problem. You've got to convert the nest egg into monthly cash flow. Monthly cash flow. How are you going to do that? There's a dramatic difference between accumulating money and what it takes to grow wealth to then switching gears and now having to withdraw money or decumulate those assets and receive a monthly income. Completely different strategy and approach and mindset. And it's very important that we understand those differences. But this is a common game, right? You accumulate the nest egg, build it up, have $2 million or $1 million, whatever your number is. But then you got to convert that and start pulling out a monthly paycheck from that asset. As I said, there's a lot that goes into this, but you got to figure out, okay, where am I starting from and what's my financial independence date or age? Do I want to be financially independent at 35 or 55 or 65 or 75? What's your number? And we got to figure that out and then figure out what's it going to take to get you to that number. And then how do we position that nest egg so that it can pay you a cash flow for the rest of your life? But the traditional model you'll see here is active income and portfolio income. What most people never do is work on building a recurring income. And we want to encourage you to add that to your thinking, to your arsenal. Because let me ask you this question. What's easier? Is it easier to accumulate and save so you've got $2 million? Because if you follow the standard 4% rule, that's only going to pay you $80,000 a year to retire on. Not very exciting, right? But that's the 4% rule. And actually that rule is broken. Like most people are talking about, it's a 3% or less rule now. But if you do the 4% rule, you save and scrimp your entire life, get to a $2 million nest egg, apply the 4% rule, you have $80,000 a year to live on. Is it easier for you to accumulate $2 million so that you get 80 grand a year versus a recurring income stream where you build an asset or buy an asset and grow it that can pay you $80,000 a year? I will submit to you, I believe it's easier for most people to build or buy and grow an asset that will pay you that $80,000 a year than it is to save $2 million. That's my opinion, right? But I think we need to consider this and look at, there's more than one way to get to the end goal here. And actually it doesn't have to be, you can do both. You can save money and you can build an asset. Like it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can legitimately do both. So I want to encourage you with that. Don't get stuck in somebody else's paradigm, okay? We want to create a game plan designed around you. Where are you? What is your game? Where are you at in the game? Is it halftime? Are you 3/4 time? Are you behind? Are you ahead? Like there's a lot that goes into this, right? So don't listen and follow the advice of all this generic, punditry, right? All these commentators and financial gurus that are telling you what stock to buy or what stock to sell, because they're not playing your game. You don't know what game they're playing. You got to be specific and tailor this to you. This is your game, and what's the best way for you to win it? All right. So number 6.
Yeah. The best way would be to believe. You have to believe that you can do it, that you can win the money game.
That's right.
For sure. Yep.
Believe. Believe. See the sign? You got to believe. We believe. All right. And lastly, number 7 is go. Charge. You've got no time to wait. We got to do it now and right now. You've got to get out there and play your game. You got to be in it to win it. You have to start, and then you have to overcome all the hurdles and challenges and obstacles along the way, but you got to be committed to succeed. You can't stop. You can never quit. You got to persevere. You keep going until you win your financial game. All right? Your money game. You can do this. You can do this. And we're here to help.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So if this delivered value, I hope we inspire and encourage and challenge you for greatness, because you can do it. It's within you. I want to see a thumbs up. Give us a like on this thing. Drop a comment below. Let us know what specific questions you might have or a topic you want us to cover, because we're going to do it. We're here to help you win. But that's all for us today. Engage with us, like, share, leave a comment, and we will see you on our next video. Bye for now.